Good morning, student. How are you? In my previous video, we I explained you how animal eat. How animals eat. Different animals have different kind of teeth. The shape of the teeth depends upon the food they eat. And after that, we discuss the teeth of herbivorous animal, carnivorous animals, and omnivorous animals. Let's do the recapitulation of the topic which I explained you in my previous video, and after that we will discuss the book exercises of the chapter. What is food chain? Animals and plants depend on each other to live. Plants can prepare their own food using air, water, and light. Okay, student, try to understand. Again, I am explaining you food chain, that animals and plants depend on each other to live. Plants can prepare their own food using air, water, and light. So, student, try to understand first living things. First of all, understand what are living things. Plants, animals, and human beings. They all are living things. Plants, animals, and human being all are living things. And I explained you, student, that plants are only producers. How they can prepare their own food. See, one of the characteristic of a living thing is that we need energy for the growth of our body. Now, student, from where we are getting this energy? We are getting this energy by the food we eat. It means that all living things need food. Is it clear? It means that all living things need food, because all living things require energy to survive, and this energy we are getting by eating the food. And when I explain you living things, they are, what are the living things on our planet? Plants, animal, and human beings. So, student, from where we are getting our food? We are getting our food from the plants. We are getting food from the plants because plant can prepare their own food, and the process by which the plants can prepare their own food is known as photosynthesis. The process by which plant can prepare their own food is called photosynthesis. What are the things required in the photosynthesis? Water, air, sunlight, and chlorophyll. This thing I already explained you in chapter number 4. Plants are green friends. And which part of the plant make the food? Green leaves. Leaves are the part of the plant which can prepare their own food. That is the reason leaves are also known as kitchen of the plants. That is the reason leaves are also known as the kitchen of the plants. So student, we are getting energy, or you can say we get food from plants. We get food from plants. And see student, it means animals and human beings, they all depend on plants for their survival. Even the gas which we breathe, that is oxygen. That is oxygen. Do you know student from where we are getting this oxygen? We are getting this oxygen from the plants. We are getting this oxygen from the plants. So student, and even we are getting our food also from the plants. So now these are the things, that is our living gas, oxygen, and food we are getting from the plants. In the same manner, when animals and human beings breathe, they breathe in oxygen, and the gas which we breathe out, that is carbon dioxide. The gas which we breathe out is carbon dioxide, and plants take this carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and they use this gas, carbon dioxide, for preparing the food. For preparing the food. Now student, according to the eating habits, the animals are divided into 3 groups: herbivorous animal, carnivorous, and omnivorous animal. So student, there is a chain that plants and animals form in nature. There is a chain that plants and animals form in nature, because life is not possible without the food. Every living organism need food, and plants are only producers. Is it clear? So student, a chain that shows how plants are eaten by animals, and then animals are eaten by other animals, is called it a food chain. A chain that shows how plants are eaten by animals, and then animals are eaten by other animals, is called it a food chain. Or you can also say that what is a food chain? It is a series of organisms feeding on one another. It is a series of organisms feeding on one another to eat or being eaten. To eat or being eaten. A chain or transfer of food energy from one group to another group through a series of steps called it trophic level, and this is called it a food chain, because energy is passing from one level to another. A chain or transfer of food energy from one group to another group through a series of steps called it trophic levels, and this is your food chain. This is your food chain. Is it clear? Now student, see the observe the first picture. What it is shown here? Grass. This is a grass. This grass is eaten by the deer, and finally the lion eat the deer. So this is the food chain. So this is a food chain. Take another example. It is shown in the picture. Here, grass. Grass is eaten by grasshopper. And then grasshopper is eaten by a frog. And then frog is eaten by snake. and then finally the snake is eaten by eagle. So this is the example of another food chain. You know, student, a herbivore animals eat a green plant. Carnivore eat a herbivore animals. This is like a chain that plants and animals form in nature. Just try to understand. We say that carnivorous animals are very dangerous. They eat the flesh. They kill other animals. So they are not good. They kill other. But student, just think about it. If there are no carnivorous on the earth, then what's happened? We say that carnivorous are very dangerous animal. They kill other animal for the food. But just think about it, student. If there were no carnivorous, then what's happened? If there are no carnivorous, then only the animal which are left on the earth are herbivorous animals. Only the animal which left on the earth are herbivorous animal. And number of herbivorous animal increases because no one is eating them. So what happened? What does herbivorous animal eat? They eat green plants. So all the herbivorous will eat all the green plants. Then tell me, if all the herbivorous eat all the green plants, then life is possible on the planet. Balance can be maintained. So, what's the answer? No. Because if all herbivorous animals eat all the green plants, all the leaves of the plants, then the process of photosynthesis is possible. No. That is the reason, student. There is a chain between the plants and animals to maintain the balance. Is it clear? And this chain is a food chain. This chain is a food chain. I hope you are able to understand the topic. And now, student, let's discuss the book exercises on page number 27. A. First question. Fill in the blanks using correct options. What is the first question? Animals that eat only plants are called it dash. Animals that eat only plants are called it dash. First option, carnivores. Option number B, omnivores. Option number C, herbivores animals. Now student, when I explain you how animal eat, so due to the eating habit of animals, they are divided into three categories. Let's discuss what are these three categories. First option is given, carnivores. So what are carnivores animals? The animals which eat the flesh of other animals, that are known as flesh eating animal, or you can say carnivore animals. Next, option number B, omnivores. So student, the animals which can eat both. Both means they can eat plants also and they can eat flesh of other animals also. It means that in this category, animals can eat both plants also and flesh of other animals also. So these types of animals are known as omnivores. Then option number C, herbivorous animals. Herbivorous. So what type of animals comes in this category? The animal which eat only plants, or you can say plant eating animals are known as herbivores animal. So student, I explained you carnivorous animal also, omnivores also, and herbivores also. Now you decide, animal that eat only plants are called it what? Yes, your answer is right. Animals that eat only plants are called it herbivores animals. Is it clear? Now, second, question second, ostrich and crow can eat both plants and animals and belong to the group of dash. Ostrich and crow can eat both plants and animals and belong to the group of dash. Option number A, herbivorous. Option number B, omnivorous. Option number C, carnivorous. Just now in the first question I explained you, due to the different feeding habit of the animals, they are divided into three groups: herbivorous animals, carnivorous animals, and omnivorous animal. Now student, you decided the animal which eat both plants and animals, they are known as, give the answer. Yes, your answer is right. They are known as omnivorous animal. They are known as omnivorous animals. Now, dash has a long sticky tongue to catch insects. Third question is, dash has a long sticky tongue to catch insects. Elephant, option number A, option number B, cow, and option number C, frog. See student, when I explain you how elephant is a herbivorous animal, and you know that student, elephant has a trunk, and the trunk of a elephant help it to break off branches and leaves, and with the help of his trunk he push these things into its mouth. So option number A, elephant, is not a right answer. Now option B, cow. See student, cow comes in which category? Herbivorous animals, and they eat leaves and grass. So cow is also not a right answer. Now come to frog. A frog has a long sticky tongue for catching its prey. So this thing I explained you when I explained you that chapter in Did You Know It is given. Frog has a long sticky tongue and it take its tongue out from the mouth and catch the insects or its prey. So right answer is frog. Right answer is frog. Now come to question number B. Question number B. Write two examples for each of the following animals that chew the cud. So, what are their names? Cow and buffalo. Cow and buffalo are the animals that chew the cud. Animals that neigh. It that are rabbit and rat. Rabbit and rat. Animals that use their tongue to lap water or milk. What is lap? To take water by the fast movement of the tongue. It means we are taking water or we are taking liquid thing by very fast movement of the tongue. And when I teach you animal eating habits, at that time I explain you animal that use their tongue to lap water or milk. They are dog and cat. Dog and cat. Question number 4. Animal that suck their food through a tube. See student, when I explained you teaching habits of the animals, at that time I explained you insects have long thin tube attached to their mouth, and these tube acts as a straw to suck the food into their mouth. So the name of two animals are mosquito and butterfly. Mosquito and butterfly. Now next, question number C. Write one word for the following. Okay, in my next video I will explain this. Is it clear? I hope you are able to understand food chain, and we have done book exercises. That is question number A, fill in the blanks using correct options, and question number B, write two examples for each of the following. Thank you student.